Good morning, children. Welcome back. Now we'll be continuing with Jainism. Vardhaman Mahavir, the 24th and last Tirthankar, was born in 540 BCE in Kundagram near Vaishali. In Vaishali. He was being born. His father was the head of a famous Kshatriya clan. At the age of 30, Mahavira left home and became an ascetic. He became an ascetic. He went for searching peace and finding out the solutions of his questions what he was having. He practiced hard penance and meditated for 12 years in order to overcome his desire and carving. Hard penance means he has taken a hard life. And he meditated over there so that he is going to get or find out his overcome from his desire and carving what he want. How so many desires we people are having. If somebody is having a scooter or he wants some bike, somebody is having bike, he wants the car. So our desire, there is no end for the desire which we are having. He preached the same principle which the earlier Tirthankars had taught. Whatever the earlier Tirthankar were there, what they had taught, that also he taught, and he was preaching the principles, right? But he also added his own thought to theirs. Whatever feeling after the meditation and all he got, that also he shared with them. So he added his thoughts in them. This faith came to be known as Jainism. Mahavira preached to the mass for 30 years. Up to 30 years he preached the 30 years he preached. Just as Buddha preached in Pali, the common man's language, Mahavira also preached in Prakrit and not in Sanskrit. That was the common language which the people at that time they were using and understanding. It was thus easy for the common people to understand his teachings. Like Buddha, Mahavira also had many disciples. He attained parinirvana at the age of 72. Moksha and all, they were very much considered about that. Now the teachings of Mahavira. Mahavira said that the aim of every human being should be to attain what he called nirvana. There are 3 ways to attain it: right faith, right knowledge, and right action. These are the 3 ways, right? Right faith, we have to think in the correct manner. We should faith in the right thing. Right knowledge and action. Man's deed should be based on these 3 jewels which are known as 3 ratnas. 3 jewels, that are the 3 ratnas which he was following. Mahavira told his followers Jainas that there was a little use in performing Vedic ceremonies. Whatever the Vedic ceremonies earlier they were performing, it was difficult for the normal people to bear. So it is very little use it's having. Instead, one should try to lead a good and pure life, help others, be faithful to others. Don't hurt anyone, like that. So one should try to lead a good and pure life and not to do any wrong. He taught his followers lesson of ahimsa. Lesson of ahimsa or non-violence. They were forbidden to kill any living being. Mahavira considered it a sin to torment men, animals and insects. To hurt anyone is a mistake, is a sin. Ahimsa, non-violence, is the foremost principle of this religion. This religion, they are following the principle not to beat, not to kill anyone, whether it is insect, whether it is human being, whether it is animal, birds, etc. In fact, ahimsa, that is non-violence, is the foremost principle of this religion. Mahavira encouraged the practice of severe penance to end one's suffering and desire. Okay, to live very hard life, and so that we are going to overcome from our desire and suffering. If we are living all the things and we are not desiring these all things, so definitely in their thought the people can live in a simple manner. Mahavira's main aim was liberation from worldly bonds. Okay, bond which we are having with our parents, with our friends, brother and sisters and all. So he is telling main aim, liberation or getting away from these all worldly bond. He called it moksha. He said that when man attained moksha, he would be free from the cycle of rebirth. Okay, once he is going to get the moksha, he would be free from rebirth cycle. According to him, this goal could be achieved if a man led a virtuous life. He is going to live a simple and nice life without hurting or without beating, killing anyone. Ahimsa was going to follow. This was a simple practice which anyone could follow. Okay, so anyone can follow these all if they are going to like it, then. But people generally they are not going to lead a this kind of life. They are living a hardship of life, working day and night for getting their luxurious items and all. To live a royal luxurious life they are working, so it is difficult, but can do it, as it is already being told in the Jainism and Buddhism also. The same teachings are there, right? Okay, thank you children.